Alright, I thought this might be fun to watch because I been dumping the wax into the fire from my candles when I put them out, or when I need to expose the wick some more. So here's quite a bit of wax in this one. I wanted to dump them all and have it really be burning and then videotape it, but it wouldn't stay lit like that. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Oh, so cool. Very cool. This candle smells so good. All right, and then it burns down. I'm turning off all the candles because I'm about to go over to Annie's house. I'm very excited to go sing because I went over there. To check out the firewood situation. There's like display firewood over at the house over there, way over there. 7 minutes walking distance if you go pretty fast. So, I checked out the antique firewood. It's just display firewood, but I went ahead and just grabbed some. Didn't think anybody would really notice that it was gone. Don't tell anybody. It's probably like a federal crime or something. So, but the doors were open in the house. Both doors, the front and the back. Crazy. Not something I expected. Because you know what? That place is supposed to close at like 4 o'clock. It's very strange. They say it's only open, they say it's open sunrise to sunset. And then, like the hours are like 9 to 4 or something. But the house is still open. And usually they lock it. Every other time I've been here, they lock it. So I'm not sure what's going on here. But if it's still open, it was open at like, gosh, no, I don't even know what time. Let's put this big old chunk of wax in there. Let's see what happens when we put this big dried chunk of wax. And then you know what? I'm gonna see what else is on this thing. I can add to it. La-la-lee. La-la-la. It's all, this whole thing is just a mess. There's wax all over this thing. Little candle holder that I got here. Cute little candle holder. I'm really OCD, so I need everything just so. And like everything needs to be at perfect angles and everything. Like right now I'm adjusting, you can't see it, but I'm adjusting there's like a box of incense on top of a box of incense and a lighter on top of a box of incense. And it all has to be just perfectly lined up and everything, right? And now everything has to be like picture perfect for a magazine. Like I should have freaking gone and worked it, whatever, freaking Architecture's Digest or something, setting up rooms, dressing rooms. All right, so let's do this here. Hold on to this wax in my hand. All right, I wanted to move this, but then I thought, I'm gonna light up this wax. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. All right, so I do have this lighter I can use with my left hand. Here we go. Oh, you want to see it go? Watch me do this with my left hand because I'm freaking right-handed. Oh, not the first time. Come on. Well, the lighters suck. All the lighters I got suck. I'm gonna spend $1 million on a good lighter. This stuff doesn't work. All right, there we go. Now, put that over there for a second. And I'll put you over here for a second. And let's take a look at this fire. Let's take a look. Because I'm going to throw these chunks of wax. I don't know if it's going to work because they're not melted. They're not melted. But my fire's dying down. That's good because I go over to the house and I don't really want to leave the fire on. Okay, here we go. Is that going to do anything? A little bit, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's fun. Very nice. So I've been wearing a glove on my right hands, sometimes on both hands, because hey, don't go out. Oh, I do a little bit more. Just stick you. You wanna? I have a little light over here for my face. Oh, Hey, hey, hey. Hey, it's the wind. The winds are blowing for the first time tonight. For the first time tonight. Oh, I know. I can put the... I got this... here. I got a water bottle over here. I can do it. Block it a little bit. Maybe like that. Yeah, that works. Good. All right. Yeah, I'm cleaning up, packing everything that's important, packing it all away because I want to go over to Annie's house. And, nobody's going to come and steal my stuff, but I want to give them an opportunity to get some good stuff, like an acoustic electric guitar, whatever, headless, little mini guitar. Bought it for like $180, $200 or something. I got all kinds of, I got a laptop and a nice new phone and Bluetooth speaker's not worth a lot. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. So, don't want anybody to take my stuff, but I don't think they will. But, better safe than sorry, they say, right? Been lighting candles inside of the car so that it smells good when I go to bed, and maybe it's a little warmer too. All right, I'm gonna plug these in the car on the way over there. Just gonna drive, and I think I might take my bin and get some more firewood. Wasn't planning on making a fire tomorrow morning, but I just might. Who knows? But I'm afraid that they'll know. I'm not gonna do it. They're gonna know that I took the wood. Nobody will notice. The groundskeeper here, his name's Bill. I've met him multiple times, and one time I was here with my husband, and we talked with him for maybe an hour or more. While he's working, supposed to be cleaning up the grounds, keeping the grounds as the groundskeeper. Yeah, and he stopped by. He's always real nice. He's brought me wood before, like trimming the trees and just bringing me over what he trimmed off the trees, and giving me permission to do stuff that maybe a ranger wouldn't let me do. So if he knew that I took the wood, he wouldn't really care. He'd be okay with that. He was even saying that sometimes when it's warm, there's rattlesnakes. They come out from under the ground to warm up, and if there's families camping out here, he says he doesn't mind if they kill them, because they will get ya. But he said, oh yeah, we're not supposed to kill anything out here. That's why he's not a ranger, right? He's not a state park ranger or whatever. He's just a groundskeeper, old Bill. He's a real good guy. I was hoping I would see him because he's been here for years now. Even like the first time I came, I don't even know what year that was. It might have been. I can't imagine it was 2016. But I don't know. It was 2019. I really don't know. The first time I came out here. But I remember I was down at the park. The park, and the park proper is what I'm thinking of. Park proper. And they had they said you could camp. They said you could camp for $15 a night. So I set up a little bed at one of the little shanties down there. One of the lean-tos. There's like a lean-to down there. And I just made up a bed, like, with a yoga mat and some towels on the porch of the lean-to. I don't know if a lean-to has a porch. Maybe that's too fancy to be a lean-to. And in front of it, there was a big old fire pit and a table. And they said they did, like, candle making classes. That was back, probably before 2020. So maybe it was 2019, because I remember they kind of closed down things for COVID here. Well, the state parks, they had to be closed down to save money and stuff. And save money. I guess stop the spread of disease or whatever. But that's why we didn't have anything to save money for, I guess. So, and yeah, big old fire pit, tables for candle making. And I just stayed there all day, and I made a big old fire. And I don't know that I did any candle making, but made a fire. I made some ramen in a cup. I had a paper cup, like a soft drink cup, soda cup, and yeah, fountain drink, soft drink. And I had a packet of ramen, and it had sauces in it, very fancy ramen. And I put water in the cup, and I put the noodles in the cup, and I probably put the sauces in the cup too, because I like the seasoning to really soak into the noodles. And then I just put the cup in the fire pit, close to the fire, and the noodles cooked. It wasn't really warm, but the noodles cooked. They were soft. They were noodles. They were noodly noodles. Yeah, and then the whole point is Bill came over, I think, and he said, yeah, you can make a fire here. There's all kinds of firewood over there. Oh, I could go over there and get the firewood, if there's some over there still. Because I never noticed there was some by the kitchen. But I bet there's a big old pile next to that lean-to, and no one's going to miss that wood. Yeah, I think I'll do that. It was Bill who came over and said, yeah, you got a fire going? We close at 5, I think he said. Make sure you put out the fire real well, put water on it, and put the ashes, put the dirt on it or whatever. Bury it. And I said, I thought you could camp here or whatever. And he said, oh, no, the camping's back behind the park, in the back of the park. Back here where I am. And back then you could get an individual campsite for just $15. And I don't know if I even ever did that. I think I did do it at least one time, because I remember you put your $15 into an envelope, a tiny little envelope, and you put it in a slot up at the park office, because there's never ever been anybody up there. Yeah, you just put in the money. And I think I even I don't know if it's here or somewhere else, but I was like, oh, if nobody comes by and checks that I paid or sees me, if nobody sees me, I'm going to get that $15 back. Maybe I didn't put it in the slot, but I had it in the envelope in the car ready to show them I was willing to pay. So yeah, I think I stayed here once then. But I've stayed here a couple times since then. One time we were in the car. Yeah, for a family reunion, and they did not like us being here. And there was a horrible asshole park ranger. And Bill mentioned him. He said, oh yeah, I remember when you were here when that mean, I don't know exactly, he maybe mean park ranger was here. Yeah, he was a real jerk, I said. And then, yeah, Thanksgiving, we paid. And then around Daniel Landau and Marisol's wedding, I stayed here for just one night, I think. Yeah, the night after. That was a crazy time. That was, August of 2023. Well, that's Thanksgiving, the wedding, now. And one time I was here with Nettie. That's 4. And Bill came and talked to us that time, too. Maybe we didn't talk with Matthew. Maybe we just talked with Nettie. And that was 2019. And then she and I stayed at the KC campground, too. And there were all kinds of joints. There were all kinds of little joints left in the fire pit there. But I didn't smoke. That was good. That was in 2019, too. All right, anyway. Well, there's a lot of fire still going in there, but I'm gonna go. I've been eating these Cheeto Puffs to grease up my voice, grease up my throat. Because I'm gonna go sing. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, I'm excited. All right. Good night.